Hello friends, this is Petradot. Thanks for tuning in. When I was an older child, there were times that my mom would leave the house for school or work, and she would leave some specific chores that she wanted me to do before she got back home. Now, I was a pretty compliant child, so I would work on the chores right away and get them done. But as time went on and I kind of figured out her schedule for returning home, I started to kind of slack off now and then on getting the chores done. You see, I developed this technique of watching the clock to see when it was time for her to almost get back home, and then I would rush and do the chores and be ready for when she walked in the door. Unfortunately, this backfired on me a couple of times because she arrived home before I expected it. And the reason was I got so caught up in playing or watching TV or whatever it is I was doing that I forgot to watch. I forgot to watch the clock. And so the next thing I know, I hear her car coming up the driveway, I hear the door slam, and I'm running and rushing to try to get the chores done, but it's too late. And of course, I had to deal with the consequences that came with my actions. But you know, this makes me think of us as Christians. Jesus has also given us some instructions, and he's told us that he's coming back soon. He's asked us to be right with him and to share the gospel with others. And thankfully, out of love, he's actually given us signs of when he will return. And at first, these signs really awaken us. We have so much zeal and desire to share the gospel and live a Christian life. But as time goes on and signs come and go, we start to lose that zeal, that fire for Jesus. We stop making our relationship as tight with him as we can, and we definitely stop sharing the gospel with others. It seems like we just end up being engaged in our own selfish pursuits. But Jesus said to watch. That means be vigilant, be aware, because he is coming in an unexpected way, like a thief. You know, I don't know of any smart thief that will call you up and say, hey, I'm coming to rob your house at 10 p.m. tonight. They just show up. Jesus is the same way. He does not tell us the time of his coming, but he will show up. Those that are right with him and that are following him, they will be saved. But those who are not, they have chosen, sadly, to be separated from him forever, facing the consequences of their actions. And we don't want to be a part of that second group. That's why it's so important to always be prepared. Jesus said, you must be ready all the time, for the Son of Man will come when least expected. I invite you today to join me in being prepared to see Jesus when he comes. We don't want to be a part of that second group. We want to be right with him, watching the signs and sharing the gospel of Christ, that we may have a home with him forever. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, take care, God bless, and Maranatha.